Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Fandom Empire Live. I am your host, Sean. Thank you for taking the next 45 minutes to an hour out of your time to sit down and talk some Halloween with us, specifically Halloween kills, and possibly a lot more. We'll see how the night goes. Lots of shit going around, guys. Lots of shit. And sometimes when you throw it against a wall, it sticks. And other times it smears down that wall and makes a just disgusting mess that nobody wants to look at. Anyways, this is episode 16 of Fandom Empire Live, recording from just outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Again, I'm your host, Sean. Joining me on this evening are, oh God, McMahon's cam, Johnny's cam is way off. Let me fix him. He looks like he just got one of the kills from his favorite movie, My Bloody Valentine 3D. So, alrighty. All right, let's kill the music, people. Love the song. Let's get to this. Top right-hand corner. He's recording from just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. And he is one Mr. I'm going to say you look like you're cosplaying Anakin Skywalker with where your hair is going today. You got the Anakin Skywalker cut from Revenge of the Sith, man. It's Tommy B. What's happening, dude?
Hey. It's pretty awesome, you know. I was a kid when I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters on opening night. I did attempt to do a cosplay of him. I was obviously too young, so it was just attempt at being cute and all, but hey, person could dream, right?
First of all, big shout out to our mods in the chat. Toronto Freddy saying howdy, and Frank Riker is watching us from a bubble bath. You know,
that is the way to do it.
Well, let me tell you, I'm not going to try to hide this, guys. I apologize that we're late. We're not early with this stream. We're actually late. And I'm going through some health issues. It's not COVID-related at all that are making daily life a little hard right now. And definitely thank my spouse and my kids, for that matter, for being able to put up with the train wreck that is Dad right now. But I'm here, and I'm ticking, and we're here to talk some Halloween, so apologies for being late. That is on me. But hearing that Frank Riker, I mean this from a strictly platonic place in my heart, the fact that Frank is watching us from a bubble bath makes me a little happy. It makes
you happy?
It makes me happy, man.
Really? That's from a platonic place? It makes you happy that Frank's in a bubble bath?
Yeah, you guys might notice the audio slightly off from the video. We are going to sit down soon when my schedule's not insanely busy and try to queue everybody up a little better. But for now, it's doable. This is the way the show works. If you guys send in a super chat, we will interrupt the show to read your super chat. Obviously, we encourage anybody that can do so to support the channel, because everything that comes into the channel, in fact, goes right back into the channel, or I guess it never actually leaves the channel. Well, I mean, technically Google holds it hostage for 30 to 45 days, and then you get a portion of what they deem you're worthy of. So super chats, go right in. Feel free to interrupt whenever, and we will stop the show to address your super chat. Big thank you to everybody that supports the channel in the way they do. Worry not, because by the end of it, we will get to the non-super chat questions as well. Guys, first off, I got to get this off my chest. The Maple Leafs suck. All right. Got that out. Done.
This isn't a sports show.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, I expected it. Unlike most delusional Leaf fans, I expected it.
It was a game 7 in a playoff series. Of course you expected it.
Yeah. Basically, whenever anything means anything, they act like most of the Haddonfield Police Department does. They just don't get the job done.
I was going to say we play like the Washington Generals.
Yeah. Look, first of all, do you know what I love about doing the YouTube channel? Is basically every single person that's commented in the comment section. I'd say about 95% of them so far during the show, I've had some sort of personal interaction with you over the last few months, and you guys have come back as regulars supporting this channel, whether it's supporting via Super Chat or Patreon or just tuning in to listen to two mother Canuckers and the guy in America bitch is good stuff. So I appreciate
this chat is a Habs fan free zone, so get out of here with that garbage.
Go Habs, go. By the way, we don't usually do this, but we're going to try it tonight. We are going to record our 9th episode of the 7 and 8 haven't even been released yet, but we're going to record our 9th episode of the Star Wars Renegades podcast right here tonight on our YouTube channel. And we're going to have a couple of great guys from a Star Wars podcast that you'll get to hear about right after the show. Join us for the back half of that, and we're going to talk Knights of the Old Republic. If you're a Star Wars gamer guy, you're not, or girl, you're not going to want to miss this one. Guys, let's dive right into this. My inbox has blown up for the last 72 hours. Like, literally, and I mean no disrespect by this, people going, oh, is Universal changing their mind? They're switching the date back. It's Tommy, they're switching it back. This must be what it means. I love the enthusiasm, guys. I love being, a glass half full and not a glass half empty type guy. Because being around glass half empty people, and I can be one of those from time to time, is draining. It's not great. And yeah, but let's talk about what this is. So there's a couple of reports out there right now. And one of them is this Saturday, August 15th. Jason Blum is going to be doing, see, this is where if you're not watching visually, it's not going to help you, a Halloween Kills sneak peek. And I just realized I'm not screen sharing with the two guys that I'm doing this with, so let's fix that. So they're doing a Halloween Kills sneak peek. And look, I had it sent by a couple of people. It's not to, knock them, because that's not the case at all. As you know, this channel has proven it's not about how big your podcast is or how big your YouTube channel is. Sometimes you just know people in the right places, and you get information. So, we went hunting for information, because I wasn't going to just be like, no, that's not real. Because someone could have valid information. Don't dismiss people, especially people that are spending their time, their valuable time to watch your channel, or podcast. If they're reaching out to you to say something, give them the time of day if you can. So we did our reaching out, and this is what I've concluded. Not only does one place say the sneak peek is August 15th, another place says the sneak peek is August 22nd. I could see where the confusion would be, because that's 7 days apart. That means they're both Saturdays. Do I know which day the sneak peek's happening? Not a clue. When I reached out to our 3 main Halloween sources, this is basically what I got told. The first one is, yeah, you remember that article that came out that was supposed to be, all that and was definitely changed right before the printing? Yeah, expect something along those lines, aka nothing. The other source literally laughed and said, the movie is still 14 months away. Why in the hell do you think you're going to get a major sneak peek? Now, they'll word it like that because even big websites and big companies like to do the clickbait game. That's just the way things work, guys. Oh, Olivar, sorry, that got my attention. Olivaro says, I'll take a break since I had a family emergency recently. You guys are great. See you soon. Thanks, Olivaro. You're great too, bro. Thanks for the support. And best wishes to you and your family, dude. Family comes first. So, our main source that we use for our Halloween content did not get back to me, which is odd, considering it's been over 24 hours now. Could it mean something? Sure. Does it mean something? Probably not. So, the thing that's killing me here is I'm seeing because we're part of so many Facebook groups, and I check Twitter daily. It's almost basically like our own HoloNet, and Star Wars fans will get that term. And in a nutshell, guys, I got nothing. All I've heard is basically this is going to be nothing. And it's probably going to piss people off that have blown out of the water expectations. Now, I'll say this. The fact that our main source hasn't said anything, I do sort of raise a Dwayne Johnson eyebrow to. But at the end of the day, like, just because they're doing a sneak peek doesn't mean they're changing the release date. We've been over this. And I think we went over this a couple weeks ago, guys. I'm going to get you guys to chime in here. Give me a break. We said if there was a release date change, 1, they'd have to complete the new mix. And 2, it wouldn't be until they see the results of what some movies that come out at the end of August and early September do in their first couple of weeks. To me, I just think it's asinine. And you're setting yourself up to be pissed off if you think that Halloween Kills is coming out this year and this is a release date change. Could it be? Yeah, I never rule anything out. But guys, don't expect it. Which one of you two want to chime in on this? Because the amount that this is going around on the internet, I actually find really alarming that people have jumped to this, conclusion. Johnny's laughing, but he's muted.
I'm not muted. I'm just silently chuckling. Sorry, Frank. You got me with that one, Frank. A Porky sneak peek. You got me. No, I don't think there's a snowball's chance in heck that this is in any way related to a date change. It doesn't make sense to change the date and then a month change it back without a massive change in the climate as a whole. Like, if things drastically changed in the world, then okay, maybe I could see them pushing things back forward, but that obviously hasn't happened. And the world we're in today is the same one we were in when they decided to push it back. So it's not happening. I mean, could they do something crazy like push it forward into, say, spring next summer? That made a lot of sense. Push it forward into spring next year? Sure, that's a possibility. But I don't, I'm not betting the farm on it. I'm not betting a plug penny on it. I don't think there's any sort of, I think there's neither smoke nor fire here. It's just fans that are clamoring for some sort of hope that it's going to happen because, they were so excited for it. And I mean, good for them. This fan base as a whole is very, very intent on their product. And that's great. It's amazing. I enjoy this fan base because, for one, it's, it's large, but it's not toxic, which I'm thankful for every day. There are toxic fans, sure, but, the culture as a whole isn't toxic. I mean, of course, there are other fan bases that I'm a part of that are, I refuse to commingle with a lot of people in because it's ridiculously toxic. But this isn't one of those communities. But I don't think, I don't think there's a snowball's chance that this is in any way related to a date change because it makes no sense. If like I said, if the climate changed, then maybe I could see them pushing forward. But it doesn't make sense because they already pushed forward something. They pushed something else back into that slot, and it just.
Sorry, I just wanted to cut you off. I was hoping you were paying attention to the screen. Big time happy birthday to Brandon Treat, who just super chatted. Thank you for supporting the channel on that level. Says Halloween 1978 is getting a 4K steelbook. Not the first time, I believe, and I've seen the artwork, though. Look, I go in the category, and this probably isn't going to win me any points with our buddy Jimmy Champagne, physical media is dying. We're almost at that point. You walk into a Best Buy up here in Canada, and the available physical media that's there now compared to, say, 3 years ago, not even remotely close to the same amount. Not even close. And, that said, it looks amazing. But given the price point, I'm guessing there's no extras. Like, give me something. Give me a couple of new interviews. Bring me some footage from a con. Just add something to it. It just can't be just the movie. But I'm sure it is. Hell, here's one. Give us a David Gordon Green, John Carpenter commentary on top of this thing in a steel book, and I'll buy it. That would make me buy it. The artwork is absolutely wonderful. I think it's great. But I got 2 kids, and doing this YouTube channel, regardless of the donations that come in, is not cheap to get to where we've done, or where we are, pardon me. For me, probably not, but the artwork is spectacular. And again, happy birthday, Brandon. Here's some horns for you, good sir. Tim and Sid want some money for that. All right. Tommy, where are you with this, man? Do you think people are jumping the gun to just epic proportions, assuming that somehow a release date change is involved in this?
Honestly, I know what it's like to hold out and to have hope for something you really, 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 really want. We've been saying it for what? Weeks? Months, though? That's a bit much. Look, just stop hurting yourself. It's like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. They are not going to push this film back to this year. That ship has long sailed. It's not coming back around. If they did, if they did bring it back, they would sure prove to the world that a lot of us are just totally wrong, wouldn't they? Make asses out of us. So I see it as absolutely no chance in happening. It'd be nice if we got some kind of sneak peek, but I don't see it happening.
So I've seen this question asked in the chat a few times. They're confused about what this sneak peek is. So to our knowledge, see if I can pull it up before my phone dies here. I didn't bring a charger down with me. There is a Halloween Kills sneak peek happening. Where are we here? This is great YouTube. Watching me look at my phone trying to find something. All right. So on August 15th, Universal says a sneak peek at Halloween Kills will take place during a scary panel in partnership with I can't even pronounce this, guys. Red Tellison. Watch this space, and we'll provide a link later. But apparently this Saturday, Halloween Kills sneak peek. To me, the most you're going to get, guys, is either a new sizzle reel, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. You're not getting a trailer. In fact, I'll go this far. You would see 10 seconds out of a scene before you've seen a full produced trailer. I fully believe that. And it probably wouldn't be a very important scene. But the one thing, if you remember, and if you've been following this channel, we had a few weeks ago, is we said there was still some talk going on about doing a teaser poster. Again, I don't think anything major is coming with this movie, and I don't even think this will be major until Halloween. October 31st, 2020. I hate it for people because I understand they want to see the movie. I get it. You're like that girl in Seinfeld. You gotta see the baby. Well, we want to see the movie. It got delayed. There's more important things going on in the world. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. That said, we've never ruled it out. So if they come out Saturday or a month and a half from now and decide, you know what, we've, Tenet did so amazing that we're going to chance it. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell it happens, but I'll leave the door open. Spooky Guy says, Sean, do you believe we'll get another small teaser this Halloween? No, I don't. I believe we'll get a sizzle reel or a poster. The German Shepherd's making more money than me. Thanks, Intel Wild. Appreciated. Greatly appreciated in your support of the channel, dude. I can't promise the German Shepherd's going to see any of that money. I mean, once Google takes their 35% and then taxes and, I might be able to throw the dog 50 cents or something. I don't know what that's going to buy him in today's economy. Anthony Stanfield is just dying to get the leaf shots in. The Leafs choked. End of story, guys. This is a fandom channel. That sounded Australian, Sean. Well, it wasn't intended to, so hopefully I didn't offend anybody. Steven Sampson.
An Australian accent, man. If doing accents offends people, I have an entire subcontinent to apologize to.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the other thing I've seen out here, guys, and I want to get your take on this, is someone who watches the channel does just amazing Halloween artwork. Made this thing a couple weeks ago about, and he wasn't doing it to like try to pull one over on anybody. He basically made it as, you know, and said, hey, wouldn't this be cool if this happened? And on it, it was a cool fan-made poster of Halloween Kills. And it said, for one night only, October 31st, 2020, you can rent Halloween Kills on VOD. And then the release would happen next year. Yeah, Jay, it is a nice hat. Iverson all the way, man. I know years removed, but Iverson all the way. But
as long as you're not talking about the process, because that's almost as bad as being a Leaf fan.
Just talking about practice, man. Oh, Jade, that's the only way the Leafs will get any shots in. Ouch! Ouch! I am one floor away from you.
We're taking shots, but they don't hit the net. They don't go in the net. They get the shots in. They can't put them in the back of the net.
This has turned into let's hate on the fact that Sean loves the Leafs stream.
Hey, I love the Leafs, but man, it's
they deserved what they got.
I can't really say. Normally, I'd say it's April. It's the Leafs. What do you expect to happen?
It's August. Yeah.
But I'm saying this would normally be where we'd be saying it's April. It's the Leafs. What do you expect? But it's August. It's the Leafs. What do you expect? It's round one. It's mean. I mean, you saw the meme that our buddy and Patreon supporter Joe sent us last night. That was the reality of being a Leafs fan this year. Pray to the hockey gods not to lose in round one. So where do we lose? Well, we didn't lose in round one.
Oh, we lost before round one. So
we lost in round 0.5.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't even win the stinking.
All right, enough. I'm cutting you off. I can't deal with this anymore. I've already let it go.
It wasn't Pittsburgh or Edmonton that won the sweepstakes, so I'm not that mad. But I'm mad.
I will get back to what I was talking about in a second, but we have another super chat come in here. Frank Riker says, do you think they'll release something on October 16th when Kills was supposed to come out? Might be a dicky move. Love you guys. We love you too, Frank. The real question is, do you have one of those ground tubs, or is it one of those old school claw tubs where you can sink real deep into it? Me, I'm a claw tub guy. Do I have a claw tub anymore? No. But Johnny, you remember the claw tub I grew up with most of my life. That was a beautiful fucking bathtub. God, I wish I could go back to having that.
This conversation got really weird.
Bathtub gate, people.
I'm more interested in knowing what a dicky move is.
What's a dicky move, Frank? All right, well, when Frank thinks about what a dicky move is, let's get back to it. Look, this one night only shit. Actually, hang on. Let me actually answer Frank's question first. See? I'm off my game tonight. No, I don't think we'll get anything on October 16th. I think we'll get something on October 31st. The actual Halloween day. So look out for that.
I want to cut in, but is this the longest playoff game in history? Finally just ended.
Who won?
Tampa got it in halfway through the fifth overtime.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah, I don't know of anything going that long. I was hoping they'd go into the sixth and it'd be 3 full games in one night. But I digress. If it's not the longest, it's got to be close to it.
Frank says jacuzzi jet tub. Yeah, jacuzzi jet tubs are okay, man. They're eh. So.
Whoa, they're eh? What do you mean they're eh?
I'd rather an old claw tub. I would. Anyways, let's get back to the question at hand here. No, I don't think anything's coming on the 16th. I think it's the 31st that we're going to get something small. Now, back to this one-day rumor. Not only do we know the guy that made the original post about this, he made it very clear in his tweet this is not real, but wouldn't it be cool if it was happening? And it's this cool Halloween Kills fan poster. And on the bottom of it, it says, rent Halloween Kills for one night only, October 31st, 2020. I'm going to say my piece on that, and then I'm going to hand it over to these two fine gentlemen. It ain't happening. Number one, it's not a legitimate rumor. So anybody who tunes in all the time to this channel, or if you're new to this channel, please, you know our track record is spot fucking on. Yeah, we, like everybody else, get things wrong now and then. But that's not a real thing. Here's why it's not a real thing. Because when Tommy B goes and sees it up in the top right-hand corner of your screen on VOD, he can click, oh, you know what? Let's just record this or screen capture it. And all of a sudden, Halloween Kills is around all the internet in 4K fucking quality. So please, again, I'm not getting mad at anybody that follows our channel or is tuning in for the first time. I'm getting mad at the people that actually think there's a chance this is happening. It's not fucking happening. They would lose everything. Hey, our movie's out there in 4K for people to download everywhere, but we're not going to release it for another 10 fucking months. Or actually, another year at that point. It's not happening. It wasn't intended to be a real rumor. That's not how he meant it. And people just see something and jump to conclusions. That's so frustrating. So, it is what it is. You just gotta learn to live with it. I mean, it just makes absolutely no logistical sense if you understand the industry at all. Tommy B, in any world, do they put this thing on VOD for a one-day release?
Be cool, but no. They would lose it. It's like you say, they would. What's the point of going and seeing the movie anymore? It's going to be on the whole internet. Not only would they lose opening night revenue, ultimately they might as well just not release the movie anymore and just throw it on the Blu-ray and 4K and what have you, because no one's going to buy it. No one's going to go see it. It's on the internet. It's for free. It's silly. It's really silly.
Johnny?
Do you know when you've experienced this as much as I have, that sometimes you see a rumor that you see the headline and you just scroll past because you know it's 1,000 bajillion % clickbait, and it's just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna waste my time looking at this. That's what this is, because it's if this was, say, which is literally impossible because the technology wouldn't have existed. But if this was in an era where, digital screen captures and streaming and things of that nature weren't in prominence, then sure, okay, maybe I could see it happening. But the fact is, it's never going to happen, because the second they put it out there for any one person to see it in that format, it's out of their hands. It's out of their control. Even one day, even if they put it up for 24 hours, even if they put it up for 12 hours, hell, even if they put it up for literally one screening at, say, 8 p.m. Eastern on the release day or Halloween or whatever day they so choose, in that one window where fans can, pay their admission price and watch the movie, there would be thousands of copies available the next day. Hell, there would be thousands of copies available by midnight Eastern time on that day. It's literally impossible for them to do that, because it makes zero financial sense. If they were going to do that, it would literally be, okay, we're not releasing in theaters, so we're going to do a digital release on this date, and here's how you can get it. Because then, fans would have the ability to purchase it legally and legitimately, and, a lot of people would, because of their affinity for this franchise. But the fact is that, for every 10 fans that would pay to see it, there are thousands of fans who would just as easily go to whatever pirate Den, Cove, Bay they choose to, and download it for absolutely nothing other than the space on a hard drive.
Let me put it this way. There's more of a chance of them saying, oh, hey, so we're just decided that we're going to release Halloween Kills internationally and on whatever theaters that are open and allowing it to be released in North America, and then doing the little 17-day window VOD thing, than there is of a one-night only thing. One night only, and I'm sorry for using this term, would be a suicidal move by Universal. Like, it is literally the worst thing they could do. You want Halloween Ends to not happen? That would be a way to achieve it.
Yeah, I have a better chance of having a threesome with Kate Upton and Scarlett Johansson than this film does being released like that. Okay? So, yeah.
I mean, they're pretty high standards there, dude.
I literally just Googled the top sexiest women in 2019, and they were the top 2, so I figured it'd be most relevant.
If it's Kate Upton, I might even be able to ask Jade for permission on that one, but I'll probably still get turned down. So.
I'm sorry, in what universe would I share Kate Upton? I mean, I love you, buddy, but this is Kate Upton we're talking about here.
Max Raid says, Dave McCrae would tear these rumors to shreds. Yes, you want to know why? Dave fucking gets the industry. He works in it. He knows. Like, Dave is much more intertwined with the industry than even we are. And we've been around the Star Wars side of things for 5+ years. But, like, holy shit, guys. This is basic level fucking garbage. The guy that put this post out there did not even ever intend for it to be this way. Ever. Was not his intent. Is what it is. I'd also
like to point out that your hall pass has been denied in the chat.
Oh, has it? Oh, no.
Yes. Nothing else. Just
yes,
no.
Yes. I also noticed she said, "In what universe would you get her?" That's right.
I'm not denying that.
You know what? If Tommy can have her, even if Tommy can have her, at least I can be like, "Hey, there's that guy that got Kate Upton. I know him." Just saying. I'd be okay with it. Hang on. Just look at it. Kate Upton's Verlander's girl, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to get myself in trouble here. We need to switch the topic. Intel Wild sent in a super chat for the F-bombs. Yeah, usually I try not to, and I know there's a chance that my little guy's watching upstairs, although, I mean, he's almost a teenager now.
Stop saying that. Please stop saying that.
Well, yeah, that's a scary thought.
I know it's reality and all that, but good grief, stop saying that. Every time somebody says, reminds me that these kids have known since they were born is teenagers now. It's just that, no. I mean, it's bad enough when I see posts from, like, Maddie on Facebook that you and I have known since he was, like, this tall. I mean, you guys can't see the hands, but, since he was, like, knee-high to a grasshopper as this grown man. It's like, no, you're still that man. You're still that little kid that, was happy to just be part of the group.
So help me God, if you bring up the Wiggles, I will stop the stream right now, drive over there, and actually I'll keep the stream going and just kick your ass on cam. God.
I think we could get some good super chats for that.
Right?
I don't know. I think maybe we should consider this, talk about for a moment.
You should be pleased to know, Sage, that watching the baseball game is more important than watching his dad's podcast.
So I just, look, at the end of the day, do I want to... Look, it doesn't matter that, yes, I'm one of the select few that has a script of Halloween Kills. So is Jimmy Champagne. We put the video out there, and we know other people have it too. It doesn't mean I'm any less excited to see the movie. I can't fucking wait to see the movie. And yeah, I would absolutely love to see the movie this year. But what I don't want to happen is to selfishly see the movie while we're in a fucking pandemic that is literally annihilating the way we live life at the very least. You can't deny that, regardless if you believe in the pandemic or not. Life has changed. And I have to say, guys, I want to see it just as badly as any of you do, as quickly as we can. But at the end of the day, if it's going to harm the franchise, if it's going to risk what comes next with Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends isn't filmed. They don't know when they're going to get to film this thing yet, despite what some reports say. You know, there's not a. I don't believe for a second there's a single Hollywood studio that would look at this one-day rental rumor thing. It's not even a real rumor. It's what people have taken out of context. Hey, you might as well take your Halloween Ends poster, your little fan-made posters, throw it into your fire pit and let it burn. Because that's as close as you'll get to Halloween Ends if they were to ever do a one-day rental thing. And I gotta look, Zach, you're passionate. I get it. You support this channel, buddy. I understand. I see some of your messages are being retracted, whether it's you or one of our mods doing it. Hear me out here. Hear me out. And now, if you're new to this channel, you're going to understand how I deal with our audience who support us, whether it's financially or just by watching us. Zach, love your passion. Love when you message us on Instagram. I want you to understand this. Universal doesn't owe any of us a fucking thing. All these studios right now are fighting for their survival. They owe us nothing. It's not Universal's fault there's a pandemic going on. I'm sure they would have loved to make their, what they're hoping to be now with the IMAX thing, probably upwards of $250 to $300 million. They'd love to make that this year instead of next year, because guess what? By waiting a year, their loan increases because they don't finance their own movies. That's not the way it works more often than not. You got to understand they don't owe you anything at all. At the end of the day, they need to... Do you want Halloween Ends? Do you want to see how fucking awesome Halloween Kills is and then get told, oh, yeah, by the way, we screwed up on how we did this, and now you're not going to see the ending to Halloween Ends? Very real possibility. They don't owe us anything, guys. Do I feel for the studios like I feel for all you and all of us that can't go to a movie theater and enjoy a movie? I've refreshed my phone 8 fucking times today to see what the drive-in's playing this weekend so my family can go to the drive-in for the first time this year. Is what it is.
I gotta say this, Frank, that super chat you sent in the middle of that epic rant, not cool, dude. Sending in a super chat that does nothing but make me laugh while Sage is on an epic rant, not nice.
Frank, whenever you send in super chats, always nice. It's what allows us to do these cool, spur of the moment streaks.
Agreed, but not funny super chat while you doing an epic rant just is.
Well, since he made you laugh, you read it. Well, what's the super chat?
I'll read it. Okay.
I haven't actually looked at it yet, so.
Well, I assume that's supposed to be whenever, not whatever. So I'll clean that up because it makes more sense. Whenever they release a sneak peek, it's going to be considered the side boob of news instead of a full frontal trailer with stiff nipples. That's a super chat from Frank.
I'm just going to say it. I love Frank Riker. I do. It's cool. A little jealous of his bathtub, but yeah, love Frank. All right. So... the Smokies asks or says, wonder if the script for Ends is done. Script for Ends was done a while ago, but from what I understood, it started to go through some changes once they started to realize they had a lot more time. And now with there being no concrete timetable of when Ends is filmed, you can expect Ends to go through changes. Now, I can tell you right now that during the Halloween Kills movie, there are changes in that movie from the legit script that's out there. So... that stuff happens. Tommy B, man, the one rental. Did I ask you about the? See, we're talking too much about boobs here, people. I've forgotten.
There is no such thing as too much boobs. I'm just saying that it's not a thing. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as too much boobs. Take that back.
Tommy, did you give your 2 cents in on the one night rental thing?
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
All right, I'm glad we're all on the same page in terms of that. It makes no sense whatsoever.
You're just being a hater, though.
Why am I being a hater? Now let's hear this. Why am I hating? Why am I hating?
Because you hate everything.
Normally, I'm on the Sage hates everything train.
No, I have
Usually,
nothing
I'm
to
the
say.
conductor of that
I have
train.
nothing actual good to say this time. It's just pure logic, folks. They would literally throw away any real income they would get from the film. It would be just a giant flop. Perhaps one of the worst flops we've seen in a while.
Toronto Freddy says there's no such thing as talking about boobs too much.
Right.
Boobygate. All right, guys, I'm going to pose this question to you. First of all, we only got about 15 minutes left in this stream. This is a shorter one tonight. However, if you like Star Wars Renegades will be broadcasting live on this YouTube channel tonight. And we'll be taking about a 10-minute break after this ends, and then we'll be back with Renegades, and that'll be fun. Frank Riker says, release kills on Lifetime or the Hallmark Channel. By the way, let me go back to this. Way back when, where is it here? I believe Frank said release it on 8-track, which is just fucking hilarious.
How are we going to release a film on 8-track, Frank?
Oh, Frank the Tank. All right, guys, so let me ask you a question. It appears that this sneak peek is legit in terms of something's going to happen. Give me your best case scenario and your worst case scenario of what we see this Saturday or here. Johnny, I'm throwing you under the bus first.
This Saturday, it's too soon for any sort of video, I think. It doesn't make sense to me to, put out any video yet. So I don't think it's going to be any sort of sizzle reel or scenes from the film or anything like that. So I think that we're most likely to get a dump of screenshots, films from the movie, actual production stills. So I don't think there's going to be any sort of movement or motion or anything of that nature in this. I think the best we're going to get is pictures, maybe a poster, but even that I think is still a bit too early for the poster. But it's I guess at the end of the day, it's never too early for the poster. It just feels too early for me. Like if this was the regular schedule, I think we'd already have that by now. So I think it's either going to be, production stills or the poster or some combination of both.
Now, you talking the poster or a teaser poster? Drastically different things.
Probably a teaser poster, but something that would be available in stores. Similar to I guess the best example would be like the Comic-Con poster, type situation, because it's always different from the theatrical poster, but it's still a full proper poster. The one I point to as an example would be I think you've got it on your wall somewhere, would be the was it Last Jedi that was Rey in the silhouette, or was that Rise? I know it was one of the two, but I can't remember exactly which one. But I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, are you talking about the one with Luke and Kylo above her, like the Two-Face one?
Yeah, the one with her with the lightsaber sky pointed to the sky.
Yeah.
I'm looking right. Like you have it over beside the TV.
Yeah. No. So that one's just over here to the wall. Which actually I got a couple of nice new additions. Actually, you'll like these additions for the wider shots that we're going to start having more. I've picked up the Star Wars: A New Hope Special Edition poster. Not the original one, the 97 poster. I love the 97 artwork. I think the 97 artwork is fantastic. So I picked up the A New Hope 97 artwork, and I picked up the Empire Strikes Back 97 artwork. They're both getting framed, and they're both going up on that wall over there. And then there's like there's a friggin' wall of pops behind me here that need to get placed in separate areas. So, yeah. Jay Beach in the chat says, All the chat's been about kills. What do you know about and can talk about ends? Jay, this is what I'll say. I'm not going to sit here and pretend and say we have a bunch of information on Halloween ends. That would be a lie, and I'd just be trying to bait people into more super chats and hey, join the Patreon for this shit. We don't. We know very few things about ends. I'll tell you this, though. There's a bunch of people that have like already just assumed they know what ends is about and the theme of it and the placement of it, and they're very, very, very wrong. I'll say that, at least as it stands today. Other than that, I don't want to say too much because I'd like to be able to give you guys more information, a year from now on ends. And if you burn bridges, that doesn't happen. So, Tommy B, best case scenario, worst case scenario, what is this sneak peek? Or are you simply getting a sneak peek of Frank Riker in his bathtub? Which might be a better sneak peek than what we actually get.
Well, who knows? As far as best case scenario, I think it would be pretty darn neat if they went ahead and prepared a sort of teaser poster for us, just based on the fact that, hey, huge delay. Something that they weren't going to make originally, but perhaps would go out of their way to do so because of the current circumstances. I think at worst case scenario, you get nothing. And by nothing, I mean you basically get a watch through of the clip they've already released and a little bit of exposition on it.
Oh my fucking sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry.
Did you just catch that super tip from Frank?
Oh my god.
I see something popped in.
Wow.
Frank's killing it with super chat comedy tonight.
Frank Riker sends in a super chat. I predict the official poster will be released, but in crayon, drawn by an angry John Carpenter with smudges of cigarette ash and liquor stains all over it. That, in fact, Frank, I'm going to say it, is probably a better sneak peek than what we're actually going to get. Fuck, that would be hilarious.
It'd be nice if we got a total unexpected teaser poster that they made just because of the way things are, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I actually foresee that happening? No.
You're going to make me show this on air, aren't you?
It could just as easily go the direction I said before. They do a watch through of that little clip they released.
This is the wrong show to be
showing
showing
a little
this
more
on.
exposition on it, and that's it.
All right, I'm being held here with a gun pointed to my head. No, I'm not. The wife is down here and is showing, she wants me to show something that was made for me for my birthday by her and technically our little 7-month-old, and this is it here.
Is that more appropriate for the next show?
Yeah, it was. So it says Yoda best, and what's that say there? Because you are my father. Yoda best because you are my father. But what you don't know here is Yoda and Vader are made with footprints of Jensen. So Yoda again looks like a he looks like Yoda, and again footprints from our little 7-month-old. This is gonna have a nice place on the wall somewhere. Look, when I was younger, I used to like really cool. Can you just set that on the chair? Thanks, babe. Oh, did you? No. I meant like bring the whole apple juice in.
That's all that's left. Zach finished it. I put the other one in the fridge, though.
Then bring something down because I'm going to need something more than that, please. Anything. I love you. Apologies. Wow, Super Chat City.
Yeah, they went ham. While you were
Look, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I really like meaningful gifts. And I'm not saying, like, for example, the masks that Mike did us here, this beautiful Halloween Kills Extreme mask, is great. And that was more of a sponsorship deal than a gift. And, like, it's cool to get gifts like that, but I really like whenever, when you're as close to your kids as I am, it's cool to have any sort of gift that somehow involves them. So, Jade, if you're
Damn,
still
son.
watching, I love you. Intel Wild sends in a $20 super chat. Says, all right, for the cat. Intel, I shit you not. Johnny and Tommy can confirm this. There are 4 cats. I was stupid.
Yeah.
When my ex and I broke up, I decided, you know what? I'm going to take the 3 cats. And then when I got with Jade, it was basically, well, if you got cats with your ex, why can't you get a cat with me? And then there was 4.
Yeah, Sage is a crazy cat guy. I mean, this is not news to me. This is his entire
There
life.
ain't a
with me.
damn thing wrong with that.
The guy, I've known Sage the better part of my entire life at this point. I guess Sean, we're not using nicknames, but still, 15 years I got used to doing it. And I don't know that I've ever known you to have less than 2 cats. Period. I mean, I guess there was a little period at the start where you just had 1.
Yeah, there would have been 1 at the very start. That would have been Sasha.
Yeah.
Is it cold or no?
It was at the very back of the fridge.
Oh, nice.
And as soon as you did that, Zach asked for one, and Jensen woke up.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Alrighty. So, yeah, no, I've had cats all my life, and it is what it is. Intel Wild, Toronto Freddy sends in a super chat. Toronto Freddy, you've already done way too much for this channel as it is, but thank you. For the dog, cat, kids, Jade, and next door neighbor.
Don't know about that last one.
Yeesh.
Mm.
Ooh.
For the purposes of this, can we pretend I'm the next door neighbor? Just so it's not so weird.
Ugh.
I'm next country over. I'm your neighboring country person.
Intel Wild sends in a $20 super chat to get the image of Frank Riker in a bathtub out of my head. I'm telling you, Intel, mark this down. Pull out your little... this is the only paper I have by me, so I apologize, people. Pull out your little handy-dandy notepad and get writing down on it, Intel, and mark down that images of Frank Riker in the bathtub are probably going to be a better sneak peek of Halloween Kills than what we're going to get this Saturday. I legitimately mean that. And yes, that may or may not have been the Halloween Kill script.
You're still 2 super chats behind.
I'm catching up. Intel Wild. Oh, you want to go hard in the paint, Toronto? So much has happened in the last 5 minutes, and that is a very, very generous super chat. Thank you, Intel. I'm going to just be blunt with you and tell you I have absolutely no idea what you mean. Is that a basketball?
He's referring to Toronto Freddy dropping that big Donny.
Oh, they're having a competition of who can.
They're having they're whipping it out and measuring it a little bit. And...
Oh, okay, well.
Oh yeah!
Hang on, no, I have to do this. That's cool. Now I get it. You're seeing who can send in the biggest super chat, and I'm not saying this so you can send in more. This is not what I mean. But I got to give Toronto Freddy some more credit because it's been a while since we've done this. Look, we went out. We got some new equipment, as you can see. There's the light off into the corner. We have a new setup here, which is a mess again, but it won't be for the next stream. And we built a studio, basically. And after we built that studio, my mega computer that was built basically 6 years ago decided, you know when's a good time to die? Right now. And without Toronto Freddy stepping up as a massive sponsor for this channel, and we're talking like 4 digits level, he allowed us to get a beautiful custom built, basically $3,500 PC that is just, without it we couldn't do what we do here. And Toronto Freddy, to you for that. Again, I'm sure you don't like all that exposure, but I remember when you stepped forward that day, we didn't come to you, you came to us, and it was very heartwarming. So I love Intel. I've been watching Intel on Dave's channel for a while, same with Frank. But if anybody has a dick that they want to whip out there, Toronto Freddy still has the biggest dick in the room, so or in Or in Toronto Freddy's terms, if you follow him on Instagram, is Dick in the Box, which was clever because the box was a Halloween 2 box with Dick Warlock as Michael Myers. You get it? My Dick in the Box.
Yeah, we got it.
That was awesome. That was good shit. So, yeah, I was thinking, are the Raptors even playing today? Like, I'm a Sixers fan more than a Raptors fan.
I don't believe so. I don't think they start. Well, they still haven't started the postseason yet. So for the Raptors, it's practice at this point. Really, I mean, they've locked down their seeding spot, so it's just practice for them.
All right, I'm putting us on the official clock, guys. We got 10 minutes left because we have a Star Wars show to get to, and we're gonna have a couple of special guests on for that. So 10 minutes left in the show. We'll spend the last 5 minutes talking in the chat. So if you want to send in a super chat, now is
you missed one from Frank, so we'll call that one out.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, a super chat from Frank to put the image of me drying myself off with a hand towel in your head at Intel Wild.
Ooh. Frank's drying his whole body off with a hand towel. Do you not like towels?
If that's all you got, you get out of the towel and you get out of the tub or the shower and you reach for the towel and there's nothing there but the little hand towel. I have to imagine we've all done that at the beginning of this
video. Hey, look. First of all, I make sure every single one of our videos that gets uploaded is clicked as not child friendly. Second of all, as I was saying, if there's any more super chats to come in, now's the time because the final 5 minutes, once we get to it, will be all questions in the chat. Anything you guys want, Halloween, Supernatural, Star Wars, Tommy's Anakin Skywalker looking haircut or his weird-ass glasses, or the fact that Johnny's Green Bay Packers suck dick. We can talk about all that shit in the last 5 minutes of the show, and we will get to it. Again, big thanks for everybody who has made this one of the shows to remember here. It's very...
We spent a fair bit talking sports tonight, so August hockey in the bubble, so great. Tampa and Columbus went so long. Carolina, Boston is rescheduled to tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured that would happen eventually. That's awful for players to get in the mindset. I would have just had them play, like literally.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. I mean, I can understand it to a certain degree of media and broadcasting in the home markets. It's a little tougher for them to just cut in. They're a bit more hard and fast with their time slots on NBC in the States. I don't know if that's where they were airing, but yeah, I mean, I think that's the problem as much as anything. It's easier to shoehorn it in at 11 a.m. than it is at, they wouldn't be getting started until almost 10:30. So.
All right. I gotta call this one out. Spooky Guy on October 31st. Catch Halloween Adventures in the Bathroom Cut. Halloween kills and B-roll footage of Johnny as Ben Tramer only on Laurie Strode's OnlyFans. Okay, you know what? Some horns for you, sir. Then we have Frank Riker saying, "When will Johnny be watching My Bloody Valentine again?"
Well, considering I went 10 years without watching it this time, I figure it's a safe bet. I'll probably go another 20 before I watch it again.
Really? I'll take you up on that bet.
Okay.
We'll be like traveling to a con somewhere and, oh, shucks, the only movie I have with us is My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Well, then I'll just reach into my my con bag and pull out a sleep mask and take a nap.
Intel Wild says Toronto Freddy wins. I'll take second place. Yeah, Toronto Freddy stepped up huge. And also, really quickly here, guys, I want to give a shout out because these guys are running out of time for this. I know they're getting close. I know a lot of people that watch us watch Dave McRae. Good dude who's helped us out with whether it's appearing as a guest on our channel or equipment advice. Dave's just an awesome, intelligent dude. Him and Bruce Dale and the whole gang over there have a Indiegogo campaign going right now for a Black Christmas sequel called It's Me, Billy. So I don't have the link, but I'm sure Frank or Intel probably have the link. If you just Google It's Me, Billy, Indiegogo, it's going to come up. They're trying to get to their goal to be able to film that movie. This isn't like a fan film done on my Sony Handycam up on the shelf behind me. this is, we're talking major motion picture film quality that these guys are going to do, and they have some great deals over there on their Indiegogo. We, as Fandom Empire, supported them, and I encourage anybody who has the opportunity to do that, definitely reach out. It's awesome. Some shout-outs to, I think, let's see if I get this right. Frank Riker suggested a nickname for our fans here, the Fandomaniacs. And
Are they zany to the max?
And Toronto Freddy said, "Can I pen us all in as Fandom Addicts?" I like the Fandom Addicts one. I really do. Might have to.
Yeah, Fandomaniacs is better. Freddie agrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well. So much for that.
It's official. Fandomaniacs, and they're zany to the max.
And Frank just posted the link down below for the Indiegogo.
Okay, Spooky, I'm going to have to seriously contact my agent, my lawyer, and everybody else in my team. How did you know that? How do you know that I'm doing a sequel to My Bloody Valentine? How do you know that? Who told you?
Seems like they were setting up for one. The real question here, though, is Tommy B, who's been silent for a bit up there. Have you watched Rob Zombie's Halloween yet? I know you recorded it.
Are we doing
Not
this?
yet. I was out of town all weekend, so it's on the to-do list for this week.
You know what? I'm actually really curious where you're going to rank that movie in comparison to like Resurrection and H2O and 5 and stuff like that.
Well, it's interesting because, like I've said, I've definitely observed that the first Rob Zombie film definitely has a cult following. Every pun intended. Yeah, I mean, most folks, they say the Rob Zombie films are dog shit, but this first one seems to have quite a following. I've even seen some people praise the second one, mostly just for the first 20 minutes, as you like to talk about from time to time. So whenever I get down to looking at it, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll let you all know.
All right, let's get to some of these other questions and end with some rapid fire. Actually, you know what? Let's do the rapid fire right now. All right. So here we go. Tommy, you're up first. Putting you under the gun here. Rapid fire. What is the better film, Halloween 1 or Halloween 2?
1.
Halloween 1. All right. Who is the better Michael Myers? You might not know the actors' names very well, so I'll help you out with this one. Is it Mr. George Wilbur, a.k.a. Michael Myers, specifically his performance in Halloween 4, or is it Christopher Duran from Halloween H2O?
The actor from 4.
Agree with you. Final one, Tommy B. Where all the marbles lie. What is the better sequel to Halloween 1978? Is it Halloween 1981 or Halloween 2018?
2018.
Nice. Good shit. Johnny, down to you, man. Here we go. Halloween Kills. Are you more excited for it or were you more excited for Halloween 2018?
Kills.
What the hell are you eating?
A chocolate bar. I popped it in right as you started asking the question.
All right. Well, I'll let you off with
I've
one
been
then.
eating black licorice all throughout the show.
We'll go over to the chat now. Anthony Stanfield says, yes, Fandomaniacs. Zach asks, is there any intel on what the final runtime for Halloween Kills is? The last we heard, it was around 1 hour and 45 minutes, Zach. Spooky Guy says, I'll be honest, Tommy, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 isn't the worst. I kind of liked it. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, though. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I've said it over and over again, is so bad that I actually enjoy rewatching it again. Kieran says, Devil Rejects was good. Yeah, because it's not Halloween. Alrighty, I already answered that question, Zach. James Russ says he's more excited for Halloween Kills. About the same for me. I know that's a cop-out answer. About the same for me. So, everybody, this is what we have coming up. If you haven't yet, and you want to support the channel on another level, hit us up on Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. You can support us for as little as $2 a month, or as much as $13 a month, which gets you into the exclusive tier, the Lampkin Lane tier which is you get exclusive access to our once to twice a month Halloween AMA show, where we get into stuff about Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends and other Halloween movies that we can't necessarily talk about on here. So there's that stuff. And the next episode of that is this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Those that are a part of the Lampkin Lane level on Patreon will get a private link to that. I seen someone in the chat ask where we get the information from about the sneak peek this Saturday. Well, Dark Universe was covering it. Dark Universe is usually a fairly credible source. I will say prior to that, it was a bunch of not so credible sources. So, what else do we got coming here? Friday, we have Fandom Empire Live, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then right after this, in about 10 minutes' time, we're going to launch into Star Wars Renegades. We're talking our first experience with Knights of the Old Republic. And we're going to do the Death Watch, although for the first time ever, I believe, one of the three of us are not in. Actually, none of us are in the Death Watch. So that's going to be live on the YouTube channel next. Might want to tune into that if you like some Star Wars. Toronto Freddy's heading away to put his dick in a box. Tommy B, where can everybody find you at, dude?
Well, you can find me hanging out and around all of our Facebook groups and pages, especially Fandom Empire Den. If you want to catch me on our platforms, you can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at TommyB1650. And
Gianni, where can everybody hear you at, man? Hear you, something like that? Yeah.
You can find me here on this channel doing who knows what, where, when, why, or how. Or you can find me on Twitter at Fandom_McMahon. And perhaps one day I'll start using it.
Mikey in the chat says, this better be a true sneak peek. This feels like a fitting way to end it. Mikey, I imagine it is going to be as legit of a sneak peek as there is a $3 bill. Don't hold your breath on anything substantial. It's just
country?
the way it is. Canadian, Canada, America, either one. There's no $3.
$3
No, hell no. That's the point, sir. That's
Jeez,
the point.
Tommy.
Anyways, people, check us out. Instagram, Fandom Empire Now, Camp Haddonfield Podcast, Star Wars Renegades. On Twitter, it's at Fandom Empire Now and at SW Renegades. For Tommy B and Johnny V, I'm Sean. We'll see you in a few minutes for Star Wars Renegades. Thanks to everybody who tuned in and sent in super chats and just, hung out with us tonight. More to come. The Boogeymen, they're coming. Ciao.